guys, it's time to have a look at yet another arcade conversion on the ST. There seems to be an endless supply, really. And this time it's Altered Beast, published by Activision in 1989 and developed by Software Studios. And Software Studios also developed Atomic Robo Kid, Millennium 2.2, Super Hang-On, and of course IK+. So there's actually some hope here for this to be a decent game. And personally, I've never played this one before, nor did I play the arcade original until many years after its release, and I've never really been a fan of it. It's of course a beat 'em up, and I'm not really a big fan of those, but I found the game to be a bit clunky, and the visuals were a bit off, and just gameplay didn't feel right. It felt pretty slow, so yeah, I've never really enjoyed the arcade version. But of course there's plenty of other people that really have fond memories of this one, and of course also the Sega Mega Drive version. And the arcade game was developed and published by Sega in 1988, and it was developed by Team Shinobi, led by Makoto Ushida, and this was actually his first game as project lead. He also designed the classic Golden Axe in 1989, and Dynamite Copy 99 together with several other games for Sega. It actually seems like he's still working for Sega to this day, as of the release of this video. And interestingly, the arcade version of Altered Beast turned out to be more popular overseas than in Japan. And as a result of this, the game was selected to be converted and included as the pack-in game for the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive in the US and Europe. But enough said about that, let's dive in. There's a very jolly little ditty. And also some pretty nice graphics that are quite similar to the arcade version's intro, as far as I can remember anyway. And I believe we have got graphics by Mark A. Jones, so I'm hoping for good visuals here. And so far it's looking really nice. And this game has support for dual disk drives. That wasn't very common, so I think it's on 2 single-sided discs. So I'm trying to do that in emulation with the STX, the pasty emulation, and I'm hoping it's not going to go all wobbly because, yeah, there's weird things happening with that sometimes. But let's just cross our fingers and start the game up, shall we? I command you to rise from your grave and rescue my daughter. Well, we don't get the sampled intro voice. That's a damn shame. But we do get... What the hell was that? I was miles away from that, so what is going on? We do get these kind of meaty, depths from the enemies. I'm nowhere near that stupid dog. That looks like a pig, by the way. And I still take damage. What the hell? Oh man, the hit detection is really not great. But the graphics still look pretty nice. And we do have some sample graphics. Oh god, oh, this is really a little bit clunky, just like the arcade. But I did get a power up there. Yeah, I get a flashback to the arcade. It just feels so clunky, and I know it's me not being that great at playing the game, but yeah. Frame rate is also pretty trash, I must admit. And again, hit detection is really bad. What am I even hitting there? Oh, come on. But I do like the way how the enemies just goes... just turn into a red mist. And there's bones and entrails flying all over. But gameplay, oh yeah, this... I'm nowhere near. And look at the reach of my projectiles. What the hell? Yeah, this isn't great from a gameplay standpoint. It really isn't. And what are you doing? Yeah, just please walk away. And the scrolling is rather slow. So it's pretty smooth, I suppose, but the frame rate is still pretty awful. And the jumping is so floaty. Come on, piggy. Oh no, okay then. Just leave then. And controls in general feels pretty bad. And why am I jumping there? And I can't control my jump in midair. That is a bummer. And the pigs are attacking me yet again. Let's power up. Power up. Okay, sounds good. Very good. Oh, man. Yeah, this doesn't feel particularly good. I don't think I would have been terribly impressed by this back in the day. And again, I never did get to play the arcade game back in the day. And why are you not dying, zombie? I'm chucking something in your face and you don't particularly care. Oh, come on. How am I supposed to know that? Yeah, not impressed. Oh, the wings fly off. That's interesting. Take that, you horde of vile zombies. And there's clearly a lack of colors here compared to the arcade version, but I think the graphics looks pretty nice. And these guys, I flipping hate them. I'm trying to figure out the controls here as well. I can actually sit down and kick upwards, which looks very, very uncomfortable, to be perfectly honest. I think we push diagonally down left or right to make that happen. Please turn around. I want to murder you, you annoying git. Don't jump up. Yeah, I'm sometimes jumping when I don't want to. And why am I firing fireballs from my feet? That is somewhat peculiar. Okay, die. Okay, never mind then. You got me. You got me in the back. That's great. I mean, there is a certain amount of satisfaction to be had from the when the enemies just goes blurf and explode into blood and bones. I do like that, but there's a lot of other things I don't like. And can you please die, piggy? Can I use my magic feet? No, I can't. And I take damage anytime I get anywhere near this annoying critter. And I mean, look at it. I'm miles away. Come here. Ah. Yeah, this just feels all random. No matter what I do with the joystick, it's just completely random things seems to happen here. And give me the power-up thingy. I wonder if we get those power-up screens. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we get the flying bit here where we can just turn into a jet fighter. And what is going on? Yeah, again, some satisfaction can definitely be had. No, don't sap me. Oh, okay. Yeah, frame rate is pretty damn bad. But here we get the... Okay, this guy looks different. Oh, okay, turned into the... whatever this is. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Sometimes I'm flying forward and sometimes I'm not. I don't know. Please don't fly forward. I don't like to do that. I do like the graphics on and off, at least. They do look a little bit weird, just like the arcade. But they're overall pretty nice. Okay, take that. And I don't think we get the upgrade screens, which is a bit of a shame. And now he eats my upgrades. Ah, you bugger. Let's jump into the hole, because that's always a great idea. Ooh, that's very nice. Don't think I saw this in the arcade, but I didn't play it for very long, so... Okay, we are in the caves. It's kind of weird that we come from a hole from the floor when we jump into a hole in the ground. But yeah, let's not question that. Game logic and all that. Could you please leave me be? Oh, God. And there's the pig again. So can kick him or punch him or do whatever. Oh, there's a flashing piggy. And there's some sort of, I don't know, worm? Oh, give me the power up. Ah, thank you. Yeah, it feels like the ST is woefully underpowered to deal with this game, but I had expected a little bit better, to be honest. And that enemy that we just saw, isn't that an enemy from Golden Axe? The kind of weird thing that you can ride? I think so. Haven't played much Golden Axe, and I know that's kind of sacrilegious. I know that thing there, bird, dino thing. It's really, really annoying. Please, can. And then they just unlock the ever-living crap out of you. It's also quite annoying. They did that in the arcade too. I don't want to deal with you. I'm just going to jump you. And here's your... the boss dude again, or whatever. Come on. I can't do anything. I just get completely stun-locked. And just pushed around like a ping-pong ball. Really isn't particularly fun. And yeah, sure, I want to continue because, yeah. It's a flashing pig there. I want to get the flashing pig. Please. No. I missed it. And I seem to be able to fire... when I jump, which is really good. And I seem to be able to fire upwards too, but I can't quite figure out what button does that, or what button combination, I should say. Take that. Here we go. And there's that guy again. Can I use my magic feet? No, I don't think I can. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, they've captured the annoying stun locking very well, just like in the arcade. Can I just leave you be here and just jump past you? No, they absolutely insist on taking one of my lives. Oh, game over. Oh well. And yeah, I'm sure there's a way to get better at this game and play it in a fashion that makes sense and where you don't just lose all your lives immediately. Because you do get many lives counting the continues. And I think they probably knew they had some issues when they finished this one and just slapped some more continues and lives in there, I think. Let's just play for a bit longer. I think I would maybe have given this a chance back in the day just because the gory death animations here. They look pretty neat. Can we kick the dog somehow? No, hang on. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do... Yeah, keep losing track of the controls here. Please, stop stun locking me! Yeah, the controls are pretty confusing, and this feels really clunky. But back in the day, I think I would have played it just because it's an arcade conversion, and it's... I mean, there's worse arcade conversions for the ST. So yeah, I probably played it for a bit, but these days it just feels so cheap and annoying and clunky, and frame rate is pretty bad. Although not the worst frame rate I've suffered on the ST, so And again, hit detection is complete garbage. At least I don't have to hit these guys particularly precise either, because they're quite far away from me and I can still murder them. So I can even stun lock them, look at that, wow. How am I supposed to deal with Mr. Flying Boy here? And I'm using a real joystick and it's kind of hard to get precise attacks. I don't know, hitting diagonals is tricky. You know what, I think I am done with this one. It's just... a little bit too annoying. I'm gonna check out some reviews before we end. So yeah, let's go to the review section, shall we? ST Forman's Mark Hyam awarded the game an overall of 82%, and he wrote, Altered Beast doesn't claim to be an imaginative game, and if you're not a beat-em-up addict, you won't like it. And I really don't. This one differs from the rest in that it boasts brilliant graphics. First time you set eyes on its massive animated sprites and well-drawn backgrounds, you know you're in for a treat. To an extent, it delivers. Where it falls down, though, is in the animation. There simply aren't enough frames of animation to give truly smooth, lifelike movement. Yet, despite its lack of originality, Altered Beast has a classy feel that really makes you feel a part of the game. He does indeed raise some good points, and back in the day this would have been more acceptable, I believe. And as I said, I probably would have played it for a bit. The games machine was slightly less impressed and gave the game an overall of 70%, and they wrote, Backgrounds are grainy and lack colour and detail as they scroll jerkily by, but sprites are neat, even if some are drab, and animation merely adequate. Gameplay has pace, helped by energetic music and dynamic samples, but much confusion arises from the player sprites. They are identical to one another. Yeah, that's quite true. I did lose track of myself a couple of times playing the game, so 70% is maybe a little bit more appropriate. And with that, I'm just going to say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope to catch you next time. Cheers!